Making a paid time off request in NOVAtime is very simple. All you'll need to do once you've logged into NOVAtime, whether you are an exempt employee or a non-exempt employee, is come to the Scheduler category and click on the Request screen. What you'll find is a screen that looks like this, and you'll notice that the screen opens to the current week of the month and of the year that we are in on the calendar. If you need to make a request that is for a week that is other than the current week or maybe 1 or 2 weeks out from that, what you'll need to do is click on the calendar icon to choose the week that you're looking for. And you do that by clicking on the calendar icon, and then I can click on the month that I need and the day of the week that I want my request to begin on. So my request is going to begin on Monday, July 29th. Now, to make a request, I'm going to click on the paid time off template one time so that it highlights. And then, just as if I were going to write in the calendar block on a paper calendar, I'll come and click with my mouse on the first day that I want to make a request. The system's going to ask me how many hours I'm taking. I can put in however many hours I'm requesting. For this week, I'm requesting a full week of PTO. So my full day is 7.5 hours. So I'm going to type in 7.5 and click on Confirm. Now you'll notice that it has put a pending request of 7.5 hours on the first day that I need. Now if I want to make a note to my supervisor, I can do that by clicking on this little yellow plus sign, and I can type in any note that I would like, click on Confirm, and now this is a request on the first day of the week that I need. I don't want to go through that process for every single day that I'm requesting. And so what you'll need to do, if I'm requesting the entire week, I'm going to click this double caret symbol to copy this out to the entire week. If I only needed to copy it out to the next day or one day at a time, I would click on this single caret symbol. But I'm going to copy it out for the whole week, so I'm going to click on the double caret, and it copies my request and my note out to the entire week. Now what I need to do at this point is to send this request to my supervisor. To do that, I'm going to click on the Save button right here, and it's usually found in between Wednesday and Thursday on this screen. So I click on Save, and as soon as my envelopes stop flashing, I'll know that the system has sent my request to my supervisor, and my supervisor can take action on my request one of a couple ways. They can either log into the system and take action on the request that way, or they'll get a system message or a system email, and they can go directly from the email and approve the request or decline it. Once my supervisor has taken action on my request, I will get an email back and a system message to let me know what that action was. If they did approve my request, then the time will be placed on my timesheet automatically for me and removed from my available balance, all for me, so that I don't have to remember to go back and do it once I see that my request has been approved. The way to view this pending request or to see what requests you've made is to come to the calendar under the Scheduler, under the Request tab, click on the Calendar tab, and I can see for the year all the requests that I've made, and they are color-coded by green for approved requests, red for declined, or yellow for a pending request that I have made that has not yet been approved, so that I can keep track of what I'm waiting to hear back on. Okay, a period of time has gone by, let's say, and my supervisor has gone in and approved the requests that I've made for the week of July the 29th. And so you'll notice that those requests have moved from up on this row for this week under the pending request line down below to the approved requests under the green line. Okay, so here are my requests that I've made that have been approved, and these have also been placed on my timesheet for me, and the hours have been removed from my available balance. Now let's say that July rolls around and something happens, and I realize that I'm not going to be able to take the entire week off. I'm only going to be able to take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. So I need to remove the Monday and the Tuesday date. And to remove a request that has been made and approved, what you need to do is simply come to your request that you made under the approved line, and I'm going to get rid of it by clicking on this red X. And when I do that, I get this little pop-up screen that says, you're about to completely remove this from the system. Are you sure you want to do that? In this case, I'm going to click and say, okay, yes, I did. Now notice a little red X begins to flash. To save that, I come up here and click on Save. The system says it's going to adjust my timesheet and recalculate my available balance so that those hours are put back into the available balance. So that's all that this pop-up is telling me. I'm going to click on OK. And that day has been removed from my request. I can do the same thing with Tuesday. Click on the red X, ask to be sure that I want to do this, and click OK. When my red X begins to flash, I'm going to click on Save. I get the message that it's going to adjust my timesheet and my available balance, and I click on OK. And I'm done. So that's how you would go about removing a request that has been approved. When you do click on Save, once you have removed an approved request, once you click on Save, that sends another email message back to your supervisor just as an FYI. There's nothing that they need to do. It just sends them a message that says, hey, your employee is not going to take this day off after all. So just so everybody is aware of what's happening. If you have more questions about how to make pay time off requests using the NOVAtime time and attendance application, please visit the NOVAtime website at novatime.wfu.edu or contact the NOVAtime helpline either by calling extension 2960 or by emailing novatime@wfu.edu.